I heard a quote from a security professional that talked about the Black Hat conference. And he said, the thing you were worried about before the Black Hat conference is going to be the same thing you're going to be worried about after the Black Hat conference. A cool new threat that doesn't affect us isn't worth our time.
As you've said, there's always that latest, greatest, dare I say, sexy type of attack that everyone focuses on. Can we start evolving threat intelligence to become more meaningful?
So how does a company deal with do we need to worry about this?
First of all, they need to understand the threat as much as they can. And that's really what the threat intel fields do, right? It gives you a general feeling what's taking place. As we heard from Jeff Bibby in your earlier interviews, he talked about how we're bringing in multiple feeds into our Bright Cloud product. Also, too, with ArcSight Intelligence, we're able to see threats from an entirely different way using, behavioral indicators, right? We're generating more localized threat intel for the customer and let them, again, focus those limited resources we talked about more efficiently and effectively to be able to mitigate those attacks as they take place.
Is there a way also to see if you are even a target?
So targeting is really hard to do, but quite often one of the biggest things we find that causes companies to have exposure is just people being well-meaning and trying to do their jobs.
What do we know about behavior now that we didn't know, I'm going to say just a half a year ago?
Some attackers are starting to become aware of behaviors and trying to mimic other things or try to provide smoke screens on one type of attack while doing something else. We've actually seen that in one of our companies where there was what we call the loud banging gong attack taking place that's drawing everyone's attention. Well, suddenly underneath was what they were really after.
I know, that's a classic move.
Even if that noise may be an actual attack, there could be something more to that.
We as humans can be fooled by the loud boom. Your threat modeling, your analysis, because they don't behave like humans,
right?
That can't be fooled.
That's right. So oftentimes we'll see they'll be using automated methods to make those large banging noises.
Right.
And we have classifiers for human machine behavior.
Well, to see more of what they're doing with threat intelligence, please check out more over at OpenText.com.